Are you using the full power of Trello Dashcards? I would guess that you're probably not, because I wasn't. If you are a standard or premium user of Trello, then there is functionality that you might not even know exists. And that's what I'm going to be showing you this week. So stick around. Okay, guys, prepare to have your mind blown. So, like I said, this only works if you're in a paid workspace. So if you are using the standard or premium or above, if you're an enterprise, of course, this will work as well, because it's maximizing the power of custom fields. So this is one of my templates that I have available in the Tech Savvy Academy membership. It is basically a automated, semi-automated profit and loss statement for your business. And what I have created within the template card for each month are some custom fields that are calculating some data, right? So we've got, your profit, which is going to auto-calculate off of your expenses for that month and your revenue for that month. So let's go ahead and actually, no, I'm not going to do it in here because we want to leave this blank because it's a template. But as you can see right here, we have a test card that has some information in there. So we've got our expenses and our revenue, and it has auto-calculated our profit. But what if you want to roll up the profit for the entire year automatically? Now, this is something I used to be able to do, and it is available in the free version. I don't want to say the free version. In the version of this business budget freedom formula that is for free Trello users, let's just put it that way. The app or the Power-Up that we use to do the calculations and to add our custom fields in the free Trello does have the ability to auto-calculate the total for the entirety of that list at the top. But I mean, if we're going to pay extra and we're going to have our custom fields, then we kind of want that to still happen here, and we want it to look cooler. So what I learned, this is the Dashcards Power-Up. If you don't know Dashcards, I'm going to link above to a video where I introduced Dashcards to you guys here on the channel. But I want to show you how we can use this in an even more powerful way. So when you are creating your dash card, I'm going to create a fresh one here. And we're going to go ahead and say in this list, because we want to be tracking specific to this list, but we're going to hit customize. And we're going to go ahead and just put profit, and I'm going to put test here so I remember which one to get rid of. We're going to change the background, and just for fun, I'm going to change it to a money background because we're making money. We're talking about money here, right? So let's go ahead and we'll change that. And then what I'm going to do is actually hit start tracking right away. Okay, this is going to, if you've ever used Dashcards, it's going to populate automatically in the first list. But we're going to go ahead and drag it over to this list. And then you're going to think, okay, but all this is doing is counting what's in the list, right? Yes, right now. But when we click into the dash card itself, we're going to see that it adds this additional section to the card. So we're going to click Explore and Edit. And when we come in here, here's where the magic happens. So you already got a cool table version of the cards that are on this list. So you can kind of see this stuff at a glance, and you can export it as well. But if you go into metrics, we now have the ability to ask this card to do some calculations. So we have our revenue expenses. We could, if we wanted to have it calculate the revenue or the expenses, but I am kind of just a profit girl. I'm going to look at the revenue and expenses, of course, but when it comes to the bottom line, I care about what actually went in my bank account. So we have a few options here when it comes to actions, or I guess I should say, Yeah, no, I guess actions. So we can have it added up. We can have it do the maximum, the minimum. We can get a mean or an average, right? So I'm going to go ahead with sum, and I'm going to go ahead and say we want it to add up the profit amongst all the cards. So I'm going to choose that option. And then I'm just going to close this little window. And you'll see that we now, at the moment, we see $100 because that's what we have in our template card here. But let's make a new card. And let's say February of 2024. We're going to make sure we put it in the correct list. And then now that we're inside of this card, we're going to go ahead and again, we're going to say our expenses are $50 and our revenue, and our revenue is $150. And then we're going to see that the profit calculates, and let's wait for the magic here, so did our sum. We got our roll up. So as you're adding each month to this list, your overall profit is going to add up here. And of course, if you are, spending more than you're earning, it will show as a negative number. And it will move around throughout the year as you add cards. But is this not like so cool and so like, think about all the things that you could roll up and sum up and just visualize in a completely different way utilizing this functionality. I mean, I'm not one to try to push anyone into a premium level of anything before they're ready, but when you are ready and you do upgrade your Trello, this is a super cool feature that you're going to want to take advantage of. The online tools for your business do not need to be complicated or overwhelming. It's time to let it be easy.